ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it. Taking bad hits, taking bad shit.
I'm not. I'm just not a big fan of it. I just don't see this, looking very, very cool. Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing a DC Universe Classics Man-Bat review. This is the one that you guys wanted to see the most out of my recent toy haul. So here's the Man-Bat. I love this figure. This thing is really, really amazing. Just a top-notch figure all around. I always thought Man-Bat was really cool. Actually, I've always been a fan of bats in general since I was a kid. Zubooks sold me on him. For those of you older cats, you know what I'm talking about. Just love this figure overall. The sculpt, the paint detailing, the wingspan is just incredible. Check out the face. First want to go over the face here. That is an awesome sculpt. I just think that looks really, really cool. I like his hairy beard right here. I like how in the actual plastic there's scratch marks, and just love the paintwork on him. Beady red eyes. I got that nose going on for the bats that can't see. There's basically two kinds of bats. There's the fruit bats that have big eyes and little ears, and then there's the moth-eating bats that have the really big noses and the big ears and are totally blind. So that's what this one is. And then you have the vampire bats, and then you have the fish-eating bats and different kinds, but I like bats. They even got paint detailing on the tongue. Look at that bat tongue. Nice. I really, really like the sculpt on his chest. I think the bulk of it looks really good with the skinny arms. Just think that's really, really awesome. And he's got all kinds of fur going on right here. Very, very neat. Just love this figure. Love the paintwork. Again, more of that hatching in the sculpt throughout the whole thing. It just looks dope. On the back, he has some really good fur. They added this rubber kind of piece right here. So you can see it's kind of attached to the back. There's a line. And this is, bendable. You can see it bend like that. So if you drop it, these spike things from his hair won't really break. The color choice of the pants is cool. I wish there was more paint detailing in it, but it's just really a flat color. But they did do some cool stuff like adding the ripped pants right here and having a different color of the inside pant area. So that's really, really neat. I like that right there. I like how the feet came out. Very, very cool. They even sculpted lines into the toenails. I think that's really neat. Another nice touch. Consistent hair and paint sculpt and just everything. Hair and paint just top notch all the way around. Except for the pants so much. Actually, this lower from here to here is the part that I'm kind of disappointed. Now, let's take a good close look at the wings, which are totally anatomically incorrect, but I don't really care. It's a cool looking figure. The bat wing is basically the same thing as a human hand with just stretched out fingers. So they have their thumb that sticks up and their four fingers come down to make the wings. Actually, these two right here form the outside wing that has, that needs the most support. And then these two stretch out and, make the actual bat wing. Not that anybody really cares that much. This one has like 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Plus these two over here, so he's got 10 fingers. 10 fingers. If you shine some light behind it, you could really see the detail they put into this. I don't know how the hell they did this, but it is amazing. You can see the veins inside the wings, and there's this texture in it too. That is so cool. Come on, man, that is sick as hell. Don't tell me that's not sick as hell. That is fucking sick. His articulation is a little bit to be desired in some spots, but for a DCUC figure, it's pretty good. Like, his head doesn't really move up and down. Okay, it moves down just a little bit, doesn't move up. So when you get him in a flying pose, he's kind of stuck like this. But you can rip off the head easily, okay? And this thing sticks up like that, and you could shimmy away to kind of do a makeshift head joint, and it'll stay like that pretty well. So now you can get your Man-Bat flying, and it's pretty cool. From looking at the package, I thought he would have a jaw joint or jaw articulation, but he does not. It kind of moves if you push it down, but it's not an actual joint. Shoulder moves up. Well, it doesn't really move up. It just goes out and it moves down. And you can't really get him moving it up. So what I like to do is I rotate it, bat foot in the face, rotate it all the way backwards like that, and then spin the bicep joint so that you can get him lifting up like that. I think that looks cool. And he also has a bicep swivel, single jointed elbows. they did a really cool thing here. I love this, is that the bicep goes into the forearm right here. So instead of it being a single jointed elbow and it just bending like that, you get almost double jointed elbow articulation out of a single jointed one. So it's just really cool for me. I like that a lot. He's got a hinge ball joint kind of thing right here, moves up and down on the wrist and side to side. Good ab crunch joint, good waist joint. The legs, I wish they had that crotch pit thing. As much as I hate that, I'd rather have that than nothing. So they move forward, but they don't move in and out. So his leg poses are pretty much stuck like that. You can't do a whole lot with them. Single jointed knees, they move pretty well. And he's got this weird heel joint thing, you know, his Velociraptor joint. So that's pretty cool. To get an idea of the size there he is compared to Angel, which I think is pretty neat. He's, you know, has a pretty tall figure, and the wingspan looks pretty good matched up to Angel's wingspan. I always thought Angel's was perfect, so, you know, having this bat wingspan compared to it, it's a little bit smaller, but Man-Bat has some tears in it and everything, but I just think it works. I really like it. And there he is compared to a regular DCUC figure. Batman, Man-Bat, Batman, Man-Bat, Batman, Man-Bat. So like I said a billion times already, get this guy if you get the chance. He cost me $20 at the toy show. I think on eBay he goes around a little bit more than that. I think the cheapest auction I saw was for $20. So he cost about $20. Totally worth it. Just love this figure. And I'll catch you guys later. Alright, peace.